Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to Starfield, where we're back on Mars, and we're following in the trail of the mysterious Terrormorph incidents that seem to be taking place. Or, well, incident. So far there's only been one, although I do get the feeling there will probably be more by the time we're done on this. The Terrormorphs seem to basically be this game's equivalent of, like, Death Claws. They just sort of pop up. And it is weird that even in the lore of the game, Terrormorphs just appear on planets that have been settled for long enough. Which is odd, and as I said, it implies there's an intelligence there. I think. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. Well, I guess we'll just have to sort of wait and see on that front. But, uh-oh. Oh dear.
Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors.
Right.
Detonation occurs in 5.
They're about to blow shit up.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa. Suppose you'd have to get used to that on Mars, huh?
I could use it.
Anyway, yeah, sorry, I got a little distracted there. So we're on Mars because we're after a doctor who is something of an expert on Terrormorphs, and we need their help. Or, no, wait, we met the expert on Terrormorphs, and now we're after some sort of geneticist or something. I forget the specifics. But anyway, they're supposed to be here, or around here at least.
Do yourself a favor and just go. Broken spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for devil's vets and their kin.
What if I like drinking around morons? I probably shouldn't antagonize someone like this. Would he care if I'm Vanguard? I don't know. Yeah, looking for a guy named Walker. Who would he respect most, the Vanguard or Sannon? I don't know, because I don't know if Sannon's, like, respected or not. Let's go with the first one.
Doc Walker? You're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some Vanguard captain wants with Walker?
Okay. When you
Stray
start talking.
topsider wanders into my bar asking after a man like Percival Walker. Raises questions. What do you want with him?
I recognize this guy's voice. I think he's probably just like a well-known voice actor. He's definitely been in other games. I'm trying to remember which one off the top of my head. I'll need to listen to it a bit more. Terrormorphs might be threatening the galaxy. I need Percival's help to stop them.
What? Someone give him the keys to a battle cruiser? Look, you can make up whatever crazy story you want, but you should forget about Percival.
Lives could be a risk, please.
Stop. Even if I did know where he was, I'm not telling some stray I don't know from a... Huh. Maybe there is something you can do. Percival's got this debt put on him by the Trade Authority. You make that go away, prove you're a friend of him and the rest of us devils, and... well, I'm always inclined to help a friend.
How would you suggest I do that?
Well, the most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the Authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs.
Interesting theory. Yeah, you and Percival are Red Devil. What can you say about him?
Red Devils, were the meanest Marine unit the UC Navy ever had. Couldn't get in if you hadn't done at least one stint as a Martian Dusty. Made us tough, reliable. That's why they chose us as the handlers for the UC xenoweapons. No other unit could handle that pressure. Percival, though, he wasn't a grunt like all of us. Science officer. Made sure the monsters behaved themselves around the devils, and didn't with everyone else. But it was those monsters that did us in. When the colony war ended and the armistice came down, everything associated with xenoweapons got shelved. Red Devils included. Now they're just a memory.
Alright, well let's see if I can work on that debt. Oh, yeah, you work with xenoweapons?
Me? No. Infantry officer. But my grunts deployed alongside the things. Never seen anything like it. Before or since. Monsters from the darkest corners of the Black, rampaging across the battlefield. And understand why they banned them. Brutal. Armistice hurt us more than most, but... wow. Wasn't all bad that came out of that agreement.
Alright, see if I can get rid of that debt.
I look forward to hearing the good news.
Wouldn't mind sneaking into a place, that would be...
Maybe a bounty hunter?
I'm supposed to get speak to the bar patron. Alright, who the fuck are you? Come on, get on with
Heard
it.
you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker?
Doesn't sound like I got another option for finding him.
Yeah, sure. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his trade authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the trade authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle.
I assume there's a reason you haven't handed it over already? Oh yeah, sorry, who are you?
Oh, I'm Cambridge. I was Percival's assistant. Apprentice, really. Couldn't work in the mines anymore, so he gave me a job helping with some of his side projects. Knows experiments inside and out, and I know this one was gonna be big.
The trick is, like, anything that doesn't have a question mark at the end will advance the conversation. Question marks are, well, questions. It's actually quite well set up, because you can tell if it's got a question mark at the end of it, it basically means this is just you're asking for more information. Whereas these mean, let's move the conversation forward.
It's mostly iron and about 3 centuries of human water runoff, though only Percival would be able to tell you all the trace elements and whatnot. But it builds up around human settlements, and something about the Martian soil changes it, makes it into something new. And we think we found a use for it.
Are you guys making chems?
No. Well, yes, but the medical kind. I'd help him make whatever the city was running low on that month, and we'd sell it to the miners for cheap. But the trade authority got wind and wanted their cut. And then some. Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop. But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the trade authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore.
Awful lot of work to avoid buying a pillow, but sure. Yeah, what happened to the jobs on Mars?
The biggest employer on Mars has always been Deimos Star Yards. After the colony war, armistice meant they needed a lot fewer warships. Fewer ships meant fewer minerals. That meant a lot of folks scrounging for work around here.
I will say, I don't know if any of you guys have ever watched or seen The Expanse, but that's a line that is very familiar, sort of. It's a plot line that's very familiar. Mars losing jobs.
Great, great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
Interesting. I like that. A quest that gives you multiple different options. That is everything you would want from this kind of game. So yeah, we got our 3 things. We can either pay off the debt. I don't really want to do that. I'm kind of saving up the money myself. I need to pay off my mortgage. Kill the spacer leader in the deep mines. Yeah, probably going to go for that one, truth be told. Or change Percival's debt amount. I may have a look, see where that's available. Maybe we can do a little hacking or something, because I do need to pick locks.
Elevators or stairs to reach the other levels. Try to keep them clean. I hate filing clear reports.
Woo. Wumble, 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 wumble.
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Do your part to keep Sidonia graffiti free.
This is a courtesy reminder that despite the low gravity on Mars, a fall into Sidonia's lower level is still likely to result in injury or death.
Trying to work out.
Please exercise caution near balcony.
Need to just be upstairs. I am okay being here. Oh, it's master locked? Oh, even I can't do that yet. That's quite a surprise. Like, I'm genuinely surprised it's master locked. That's
Take your time and ask me if you need anything. I'm here to help.
I mean, that wasn't what I was planning to do. I don't mind going off and killing the spacers. That's fine by me. But quite surprised that it's master locked. Don't have to be like a sneaky way in or something.
I sure hope this hearing loss isn't permanent.
If I have any vents.
Can you believe people used to think the nearby mountain was a face on the surface of Mars? Ridiculous.
Yes, I can believe that actually. You can get above it.
The miners pretty much run the lower levels here.
Oh, you see, this one's only advanced locked. Okay. As I said, not going to do this one fully, but I wouldn't mind. Okay, so we could technically do that. Okay, that's that. And you're that. So you two for that. Sorted. Laser rifle, huh? Ooh, and I do have a lot of rounds for it. Shh. Maybe we'll find another one. I have no problem taking some ammo. Never know when you're going to get to use it. It is weird, of all the ammo types I find just like laying around, it's never specifically the one for the weapon I use the most, my little laser pistol. Which is odd. Minor security training, quarterly update. Nothing significant. Okay, so yeah, I don't actually want to do it this way. I have no problem going off, killing a few spacers, blah 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 blah. That's definitely more my style. Don't get me wrong, a little bit of hacking and lockpicking is all well and good. Actually, this game doesn't have hacking, does it? It's just got lockpicking. But that was nice. Again, I like the fact that, you know, you go in through the main door and it's got like a master lock and you think, oh, fudge, I can't go in that way. But then you wander around a bit, you know, you explore the level and you find a back door that's much easier to get in. That is exactly the kind of design a game like this should have. Like, this is a perfect example of very good quest design. I'm actually really happy with this. I mean, here's the thing. Quests don't have to have multiple solutions. Like, it's okay if you sometimes occasionally want to have a nice straightforward quest. Like, that's okay. But I do think that these kind of quests they're preferable. Like, it's not every single quest has to have like a dozen different ways through it, because that's a lot of work and a lot of effort. But this is definitely the kind of quest design where you're like, yeah, this is the preferred method, you know? Not too far away, he said. Woo! Whoa, okay. I like how my CO2 is going down slower because low gravity, or at least I assume because low gravity. Hey, there's your ship. Yeah, I'm genuinely surprised they never bothered to terraform the planet. I mean, it's certainly something mankind is theoretically capable of. Woohoo! Oh crap. Yeah, we're alright. Oh, that's not my ship. Whoa. Radiation? Yeah, that's not good. We got lead. Anything else? Chlorinates. And we also need fluorine. Not too far away, he said. not that. I assume that's going to be a spacer guy, right? Actually, didn't I pick up... Oh, let's have a look at that rifle I picked up. The Equinox. See, it's not as good as the one I'm currently using. This is why I'm using the Advanced Solstice. It is such a good fucking gun in terms of its damage output. That's why I like it so much.
Where'd you go? Damn it!
Looks like there's only 2 of them.
I'm getting tired of this.
Damn it.
Scared to fight me too.
Whoa, is it just gone dark here? Oh, we're going into night. I imagine a Martian night's pretty damn dark.
Lost him. Ah. It's on!
Guess he spotted me, huh?
Get in here! Anything! Get him!
Whoa. Wish this thing was a bit more accurate. Two left, huh? Where are you? Okay.
You think you can hide from me, asshole?
Yeah.
Come out!
Takes a really long time for people to calm down. Like I'm quite surprised. Although it does seem to vary. I'm not sure what causes that variance.
If you show your face around here again.
Elemental osmium dagger. Ooh. I don't know what that is, but it sounds fun. See, and now I've got another Equinox. Hang on. Because I'm thinking if I just get rid of the stolen one, because I don't really want to keep a stolen Equinox. If it's, yeah, it's exactly the same. Okay. Where the hell is he? He's got to be somewhere. Okay, that's the door inside. Tits. What the hell did I miss?
Stop playing games!
But I like playing games. It's what I do.
Only a matter of time. You got lucky this time. What the hell?
Gotcha. See, all you need is a little bit of patience. Okay, you need a lot of patience. Reactive calibrated navigator pack. Wait, Scout's Equinox. What's the difference? $17.28. Ooh. Definitely. So if we if we equip the Equinox, and where's the compare button? V. So it, wait, less powerful? It's got a faster fire rate, weighs less. It's not like it's got better. So it's got a laser sight, despite the fact it's, you know, I don't know. Tactical battery and fully automatic. Really? Not worth it. Makes you wonder why they bother with a fence like that when you can just jump right over it. But, good effort, I suppose. Alright, well, we gotta head inside and deal with some more spacers. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's kind of my shtick. Okay, nothing yet. Looks like the dude's all the way down there. Crafting. For the record, you do have to have the light on if you're going to be sneaky. They will notice otherwise. Oh. Balls. It's fine, nothing happened. You're being paranoid, guys. Nothing happened at all. Just a weapons malfunction. Everything's fine here. How are you? Need more accuracy on this bloody thing. You're more than welcome to come and say hi. I'll happily blow your fucking brains out. I wonder. Let me try. Let's have a look at it, see how it works. Well, it kind of does, I guess. It kind of does. Problem is it's so weak it can't one-shot shit. Whereas my Eon currently can. Nope, see, and that one I missed. I don't know if that's a range thing though. Might be. That frigging... They just notice you. They can just, like, absolutely pinpoint you from any distance. It's kind of nuts. Just how bad stealth is in this. Woo! Let's wait for him to calm down. Looks like there's 4 or 5 left in the immediate area. Maybe 6. 4 in a cluster. 2 off to the side. Come on. Now, that worked. Don't know how that worked, but it worked. Where's the decent shot with this thing? Oh, hi. Exterminator stealthy Equinox. Now, I like the word stealth. Alright, how are you different from the other one? See, it's so much weaker. It's like, what's the point of having a weapon that weak? It can barely do any damage. I know that sneak attacks get, like, crits and they get more damage, but it's like a single standard shot from this at 14, even if this got a stealth a thing, which is like, I can't remember if it's double or triple. Like, that's going from what? It's going from 3 either to 6 or 9? That's still less damage than this. And how the hell do you have stealth lasers, for fuck's sake? You think a laser in and of itself would be stealthy, seeing as it's, you know, light? I don't know. One of those odd things to me. I wonder where... Because it was over there and I shot 2 people. I know I did. That's number 1. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Alright, what we got? Oh, Master. Well, I don't have that, do I? See, it's not a terrible gun, I'll be honest. But a stealth one? I don't know. Doesn't look like there's another way into this. Because I was looking around to see if I could find an alternate way into this place. Because it's master locked, and that means I ain't getting in there. I ain't been doing that much lockpicking. I wonder if there's an equivalent of a stealth boy in this game. And this is supposed to be stealthy, is it? Okay. We've still got a ways to go to get to this guy. Didn't think it was going to be this long of a trip. I'm hoping that caution will eventually fade. Although it's taken its sweet time considering how far away from him I was. That guy was already damaged, which implied I'd already shot him. That might be why it was taking a while to fade off. Because there's like a group. That also might be why those people over there were active. Because he'd like run all the way back to them and like he'd activated them. Let's just wait for this to fade. Why is it so slow sometimes? I don't get that. It's like these people literally only know about that one guy. They've never even seen me. Oh, for crying out. That was a stealth attack? What? How the hell does that work? Oh, hi. Come on, guys, you can do better than this. Or maybe you can't. Won't save you. I'm coming for you. Ooh, great. Is that guy just constantly running away from me to warn the next batch? That's annoying. Oh, there you go. Fair enough. Take that. Take that. Uh-huh. Squall? What the fuck is that? I don't know. Meatloaf. Ooh. Chicken masala. Okay. Nice. Apparently I just picked up some tomatoes along the way. So what was that squall thing? Was that a weapon or... It is combat enhanced. Oh, it's a healing. Yeah, why is the healing stuff not showing up? I don't know, that's weird. I don't know, it's like glitching for some reason. This game? Glitch? Perish the thought. I don't know how a stealth thing can be fully automatic. By the way, did I get a level up? I feel like I got a level up. I can't remember if I spent it or not. I did. But I must have spent it. Okay. Well, hey, maybe I can upgrade my stealth now. Wouldn't mind being better at stealth. I swear they've made stealth harder. People just seem to... Okay, I didn't even realize this was a thing, but sure, why not? Ooh. I wish sometimes it would list if something's crafting or not. Now, I've not looked at a research terminal in a long time. I probably should do this. Because, yeah, I really do need to. Problem is I don't have any right now because I haven't really been collecting. It's all in storage, which is a problem, obviously. Okay. Not too hello.
False alarm, everyone. What?
It's fine. It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Time to get back to it, I guess.
Damn it. Okay, I need to find a way down there. Which I'm going to assume is through this giant friggin' hole here. Huh. Well, that's a surprise. God damn it. Stop moving.
Everyone, move up! Wait for that.
Yep. Where'd the other one go? You know, that's what everybody says. Don't I usually shoot them in the head? Okay, yep, sure. Guess we're doing this. Actually, do I want to be doing this? What is it? Fridge. Probably not, actually. Yeah, see, it's not as good as my current one, that's the thing. Oh, that's a master locked. Damn it. Unlike in other Bethesda games, I'm very much coming to the conclusion, don't loot everything. Because normally in a Bethesda game, you kind of can. Not in this one, it's a little trickier.
Hello? Oh, took care of the spacers, huh? Good. Now to finish off the research, you're gonna need to collect a sample of hematite to run through the thresher. Grab a laser cutter and head back to the chamber where you came in. Once you've got a sample, Thresher's the big machine in the next room. Passcode to start it is Ares 2330. Take care of all that, and we'll have Percival's name cleared in no time.
I am wondering if this is going to end up with him, like, totally fucking betraying us or something. It might happen, it might not. I don't know at this point. Sorry, dude. Also, there's not as many digipicks floating around. Like, lockpicks are pretty common in other Bethesda games. Digipicks, not so much. Mm-hmm.
Password accepted. Initiating analysis. Compound analysis complete. As in existing notation. Call waiting. Process complete. You may collect your documentation.
I wonder if there's a key for that somewhere, because I just found a key on top of that. I was like, oh, is that the key for the safe? It's not the key for the safe. Could have been, but it's not.
All set? Good. You can take the elevator in that room back to the surface. There should be a key stashed in the thresher room, if the spacers didn't make off with it. I'll be waiting at the circle.
Cool. Where the hell is this going to drop off? Ooh. Random. Where are? Wait, hang on. Where the hell are we in comparison to the actual? No, really. Where the fuck are we? Oh, that's my ship. That's the mine. Huh. Random sort of non-exit. What's this then? Oh wait, you can scan these things? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you were supposed to scan shit. Would have been nice for them to explain, I suppose. It's just a structure, is it? Oh, it's very pretty. It's the swath of the Milky Way galaxy. Why does that look a bit like a face? A screaming face? Some kind of structure. Yeah, we're still missing chlorine apparently. Apparently there's a lot of chlorine on Mars. Oh, hi! Just random colonist, apparently. Neat. Electrical substation. Fun. A little bit of experience points for that. Levels don't come that thick and that fast in this game, which is odd considering the game seems to very much expect you to hit level 100. At least the door's in the right place this time. That was a very funny glitch. So it looks like there's only two that can be used on the inside, which is you. There, and you. There. Okay, so those two are that. So in that case, we just got to find the right ones for this. Hey, it's not marked as stealing, so it's not stealing. Because the game gets to make that kind of moral judgment. I don't. Yes, please. Yeah, digipicks are in very short supply. I need to keep an eye out for some more of those. The fuck is this? Oh. Okay, either something didn't load in properly or that door's not supposed to really be open. I could literally say either. I mean, I can understand the dude having an emergency escape hatch. That seems quite sensible, but still. You'd think it wouldn't just lead out like 5 feet away from the bloody door. Let's say hi. Anything to say to me?
I don't take photos of people. Sorry. Perfect shot. I'm going to sell dozens of these pictures. Dozens.
What are you doing?
I take award-winning photos for a yearly calendar that my company publishes. It's a living. If you like this place, then you might also like the last place I was at.
Ooh, map updated. That's fun.
Please don't stand in the way of my photography.
Already. Unexplored geophysical feature. That's random. Anyway, we need to head to Cydonia. Actually, we also need to take a break because it's 4:05. So yes, good progress. Killed a bunch of spacers. Always good fun. Yeah, not too much else to say. It's interesting that the game gave us so many choices. I don't know if I'm necessarily making the best one, but the guys, although, you know, technically they're drug runners, but they do seem to be helping the little guy at least a little bit. They do seem on the up and up, so unless this turns out to be absolutely goddamn fucking terrible in the end, which, I mean, it could. Stranger things have happened, but we shall see. We shall see. Anyway, let me just get inside the place. Oh, really? We're already at 75%, are we? That's nice. Alright. Time for break. I will be back in a bit. See you in a sec, guys. And we are back. Alright. Well, let's head down and get this all sorted out. I don't know if this is gonna hurt. Nope, it didn't. That was really funny. I wasn't sure if that was going to work or not. I was going to end up quite funny if it went wrong. Oh, goody.
Got the slate. Let me see. Reduce joint wear? Oh, increase lifting capacity. A dose of this stuff could make a miner way more efficient. This formula's got to be worth at least as much as whatever Percival owes. Okay, so here's what you do. Tell Octai and the Trade Authority you found a business proposal that will make miners more efficient, higher yield, synergy, you know, all that business crap. And that you'll trade it to him for clearing Percival's debt. You good at doing pitches and stuff like that?
I could sell ice to a cold guy. Okay, it's not my forte. You want me to ask for money?
You can try if you feel confident, but I didn't want to push our luck. Besides, if that drug gets big, I think everyone benefits. So, you think you can sell them on it?
I'll try.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, and here, a copy of the formula for yourself, in case you ever want to try maximizing your own industrial output. Oh, use that if you can. Good luck.
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy your weapons. Just be sure to keep
Alright.
Was there something else?
Yes, as it happens, I have a business proposal for you. A lucrative one.
I'm never one to turn away an opportunity. But I'd be curious what you think you've uncovered in the Martian market that others have missed.
A can made from aqueous hematite. I call it pick-me-up.
Aqueous hematite, iron and wastewater. Well, I'm not surprised no one has proposed something like this before. And exactly what does this new drug of yours do?
Makes your mind is more efficient. This shows it's a cure for human weakness. Better.
An interesting proposal, if your data pans out. But where's this hematite coming from? The active mines would be too expensive to retool. The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of spacers, or so I've heard.
Yeah, already cleared them out. Won't cost you a credit to get started. Oh, those spacers are very, very dead. You're welcome.
Is that so? Well now, that is intriguing. A completely untapped resource pool, and the sort of utility every mining firm in Sidonia would be clamoring to get their hands on. We could contract out all the actual lab work, bring on one of the hungrier mining concerns for materials. The licensing fees alone. And think what it would do for our image with the general populace. This mine, reopened, thanks to the Martian Trade Authority. Very interesting indeed. And what do you want for the rights to this drug?
I want credits, mounds of them. Yeah, clear Percival's debt.
Dr. Walker's dead? That's it? Consider it wiped. Well, it seems we have a deal then. And here, a finder's fee from the authority. A perfectly reasonable amount for a discovery with this sort of potential. Wouldn't want you feeling shortchanged down the road. We'll just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Yes, I'm sure it was. He gives me 1,300 credits, and they're probably going to make millions off of that, but
As it
here's what it is. Whoop, hello.
Might be time I start working on some projects of my own.
Guess not then, huh?
Yeah?
Debt is gone.
Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there. But it sounds like you might have already tossed those dregs. Yeah, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
Interesting. Ooh, and I get 500 credits for that too. So wait, are you telling me he was in that place I was just in? Because that's kind of irritating. Yeah, apparently he was down here the whole time. Oh well, I guess I killed two birds with one stone, but not even meaning to. Alright, so where are we looking exactly? Over there, apparently. Was that there before? I don't... I'm sure I came up here and that was not there before. Hmm. I'm running everywhere because I've got that perk to level up. Well, you know, complete the challenge for. Ooh. How many digipicks have I even got? 4. Anything that only has the one level? Yeah, this does. All right. No, that's not going to work, is it? I think I'll balls this up. I got auto slot B. There's a B thing here, but I think I've ballsed this up because then I'd have 3 left, but I don't have anything to go in that. Because I can get that one there, or I can get this one there. Either way, I end up, because then there's that one, and there's that one. Okay, so yeah, I should have. I thought I was doing okay. Apparently I wasn't. Okay, let's exit. I know it'll re-roll it, but that's okay. Let's actually try it properly this time. Okay. So which ones can actually be used on the inner one? Let's start with that. So you can. Apparently you can too. We do you there, and then we get you there. Okay, so these two are the inner circle, and the middle circle. Which ones can go in the middle circle? Pretty much everything. Okay, let's do you there. And then you there. Okay, so yeah, you two, middle circle. So inner, middle. I kind of wish you could mark them. Maybe that's further on down the line. And then for the outer, nope, that's not gonna work. We could do you and you. In fact, that would work rather nicely, wouldn't it? There it is. Great. All that for a spacesuit that I do not fucking want. Although, it's not terrible. What's my weight limit like right now? Not quite. Whoa. Looks like something out of Fear 2. What do we got? Is this stuff worth, like, collecting? Takes a hell of a long time. Mm-hmm. Way. And that's why I'm running everywhere. I mean, you might as well, right? If you've got them unlocked and you've got these little things, do everything you can to complete them. I don't, honestly, God, don't see why you wouldn't.
So you must be the one who got me out of the red with the trade authority.
You would be
I don't
correct.
appreciate it. I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor.
You would be correct
Now
on
you
that.
gotta explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts.
Dr. Walker, I've got a tissue sample I need analyzed. Full workup. You're an old colleague of yours, Hadrian Sanon.
Adrian sent you. Did she look okay?
She's alive but injured. Trying to collect this delivery I've got for you. You consider getting gorged by a Terrormorph and living as okay, then yeah.
A Terrormorph? She's fortunate to be alive at all. Hope you two had plenty of backup. So what's this she had you bring all the way down here after putting you in harm's way?
Tau Gourmet Zone 100% yeah, Tau Gourmet Zone free range 100% human fed Terrormorph cells.
Terrormorph attack, huh? Not exactly sure why you'd be bringing that. Wait, Tau Gourmet? Like Tau Ceti Tau Gourmet? That's a joke, right? There's no settlement old enough on Tau Ceti to have a Terrormorph. Either someone's setting up the worst petting zoo in the universe, or if she made you come all the way for this. Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm here. Neat. I can understand this place being called like Red Devils. That makes a lot of sense with them being, you know, on Mars. I'm hoping for Digipix. Oh yeah, of course, because this is a Red Devil's place, which means there'd be Terrormorphs stored around here. I'll join the dock in a minute. I just want to have a mooch. Hello. Ship missiles permanently deal 5% more damage. Yes, please. I wonder. Ooh. I don't have any of this shit, do I? What's a holographic side? Yeah, this is the thing. I don't have any components for this shit. Alright, let's go say hi to the doc and see what he's got to share in terms of Terrormorph stuff.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything.
Hey.
Got some projects in the works down here.
Whoops.
I wasn't expecting guests.
You don't know me very
you
well.
mentioned how you took care of the dead. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right, just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all in a slate.
Londinian?
Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me?
I took it myself.
Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I collected it myself. Yeah, it's concerned.
She was disconcertingly correct, trying a little habit of Adrian's. Which is why, if you wanted to have your film crew jump out and yell surprise, I wouldn't be saddened in the least. Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst Terrormorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian.
I've heard about it.
It was. An entire city wiped off the map. The swarms are so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tal Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any Terrormorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-Terrormorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity. So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now?
That's a fantastic question. Why is one of Terrormorph so scary?
Because until now, the Terrormorphs that wiped out Londinian had the good sense to stay put. What happened there? It was a tragedy, but at least it was contained. So to find evidence for a similar attack on a different world, well, we don't have enough information to know precisely what this means. But I doubt it's good.
Fair.
So I'd love to know what it is you're planning from here.
Orders are to take you and this analysis to Hadrian. Should be waiting at the 6th circle.
The circle, huh? Could use a drink about now. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Well, okay then. You gonna be following me around, or yeah, okay, you're following me around. Fair enough. Industrial workbench. Ooh. Ah, okay. So yeah, you have basic crafting supplies and advanced crafting supplies. Did not realize that. Interesting. Again, not really looked into the research side of things all that much. Interesting. It's a large area. There doesn't seem to be a lot of stuff floating around though. Okay, well. If the because I don't understand how the Terrormorphs are getting from planet to planet. Like, yeah, there's literally like no explanation there that makes any sense to me. The only other option is that someone is actively doing it. I do wonder if it's going to be like someone who's still secretly fighting the war, or you know, oh, I never agreed to this peace, and all this, that, the other. Or it could be an automated system that's still up and running and carrying on like everything's normal, even though it's definitely not. Well, I guess we're going back to... I'd almost be tempted to go and have a look at those two things, but no, let's stick with the main quest for now, shall we? Kind of wish the teleport was inside, but whatever. Apparently that's just not an option. Apparently we're going this way.
Is that really her? Adrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say.
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
Yes, this is far more quiet. No one's going to overhear us here.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
Nothing I couldn't handle. Too much trouble is exactly how I would describe the experience. A little more gunfire than I usually like on my delivery jobs, but nothing I couldn't manage.
That's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's going to take to access our old Terrormorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions. 1, they want to see this analysis you 2 have procured. And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
Yeah, what's the Armistice Archives? Because I think I walked through like the upper levels of it, but I didn't go in there any further than that. Yeah, well, yeah. Tell me about the cabinet.
The cabinet's the UC's highest governing body. The president, top military brass, scientific and diplomatic division heads.
So it's the government, basically.
Any major decision the UC makes goes through them. They're the only real chance we've got of unlocking the archives. So without their blessing, we're flying blind.
Yeah, excuse me. Oh, up back. The Armistice Archives.
Well, when the colony war came to a close 19 years ago, with the signing of the armistice, 3 factions were involved in the negotiations. The UC, Freestar, and House Varun. They made a lot of decisions about what sort of tactics should and shouldn't be permitted in future conflicts. All information related to the things they decided should be banned was locked away in the archives. Now, it's possible to get things out of there, but only with the agreement of members from all 3 factions. And as to what our research is doing in there, well, I'll get to that.
Doesn't sound like any run-of-the-mill data you're after. Take that explanation now.
Of course. You deserve the full story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
Somebody to you now, is UC going to throw me in prison for helping you?
No. We were both dismissed after the war for what we did. These days, we're just concerned citizens with a very particular area of expertise. Our damage has been done for a long time.
Doesn't explain what Terrormorph data is doing in the archives. I was wondering if you were going to share that nugget with me.
Oh. You already knew.
Well, I suspected.
I'm sorry about that. It didn't seem relevant in the moment, and well, it's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying Terrormorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the colony war. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
Yeah, would they even agree to help us?
I mean, I hope they will, given the evidence we've acquired. But getting the Freestar Collective and House Varun on our side, that won't be easy.
Since neither group is exactly on great terms with the UC at the moment, for various reasons.
Exactly. It's going to mean negotiations and deals and plenty of diplomatic legwork to see this through. But I don't see a better option to solving what's going on here. So it's gonna be up to us to get them on board.
Interesting. Alright, let's just go with it.
Alright. I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
Surprised you're not tagging along.
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect with others.
Keep our children safe.
Actually, I can probably warp there from here. Because, let's be honest, who wants to do this manually? Although, I mean, hang on.
Of harm's way. Thank you from
Is there a way to see surface map? Or do you have to actually be on the surface? Probably have to be on the surface. Yeah, probably have to be up on the surface for that. Still seems weird the Earth was just a dead rock. So bizarre. Anyway, yeah, so we need to go back to... Will the shops have restocked? Because I do have a few things I could sell. That being said, I wouldn't mind like running around a bit in the area with like with my inventory being full, because obviously I want to increase. What on earth is that? Come on now, load up. All right. Uh-oh. Yep, wait for the sound to catch up. I don't know why it's the audio that keeps playing up. Like, everything else is fine, it's just the audio. I don't know if it's because it's an external SSD or if it's just my audio not being good at the moment. Where's the other one? We got unknown, structure, structure, unknown. Apparently I can only see the 3. Maybe the others aren't close enough yet. Alright. I have no idea how badly this is going to go for me.
Over here.
So, because of that, I'm going to make a quick standard save, rather than just a quick save. Excuse me.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it.
Oh.
But
that could be a while.
Listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier.
I kind of guessed, to be honest.
In the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
I see. Okay, I wasn't expecting this to take a turn into cloning. I wonder if they're introducing this because that's how the Terrormorphs are getting around. Okay. You're a clone of a man? How does that work?
A non-trivial amount of gene editing. Clone, honestly, isn't even really the right term for our relationship, thanks to the amount of donor material that was required to bring me into this world. He and I are different on more than a few levels, but there's no denying the fact we're inextricably linked.
I mean, the thing with cloning is it raises the question of nature versus nurture. It's like, you know, is a person just the result of their genetic code and nothing else? Or do the experiences they have in their life also make up a part of who they are? Personally, I actually think it's a combination of both. Like, your genetic code can dictate your physical characteristics, sure, and then your physical characteristics can have a direct correlation on your mental characteristics, which then a change, you know, which can alter how you are when you're grown up, or when you're growing up. But of course there are external factors as well, so it's a combination of things.
I just thought you'd... I'm the last. A few of my siblings, they passed when we were young. Training accidents and the like. But most of the rest were deployed to the front lines during the Colony War, and they never came back. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what the world would look like with them still in it.
Oh, I wonder if one of the clones is going to be like the villain behind all of this. That would be fun. It's an impressive commander to want to...
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
Noted. What did your father do? Because I think they mentioned this during the initiation thing, like the training to join the UC. That they basically made 3 people scapegoats. Or at least I thought they were scapegoats. Maybe they actually earned their executions.
He had his men open fire on civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne. A battle that he ultimately ended up losing anyway, devastating the UC fleet and bringing the Colony War to an ugly end for the UC. But he's also the one who ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport during their outbreak, condemning countless lives. Both sides agreed the settled systems would be better without him.
You're not your father. The cabinet doesn't see that. It's their problem, not yours.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Yeah, so what are the risks of us accessing this data?
Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terrormorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, again, I'm willing to bet that the station we were at on Crete during the tutorial part was... that was also one of the things, because they did say that initially the base we were at before used to be like the headquarters, but it wasn't originally. There were several stations, and then that one became the headquarters after a while. So I'm willing to bet the place on Crete was was like another one, and then the Terrormorph got loose, as we know from the thing. So, yeah, any suggestions?
Well, thinking about it more, I suspect there'd be value in sharing the fact that the Terrormorph project was, well, a failure. There's no need to be afraid of this data being weaponized. Knowing that should calm some of the cabinet's fears and make it easier for us to dispel any suspicions the other factions might have about our intentions.
Alright, leaning very heavily on that angle, okay. Anything more you can tell me about your father?
I mean, we never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being fleet admiral to deal with kids. I was raised by a pair of guardians instead. Until his defeat during the Colony War, though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy, perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me too. But Ve Victus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life.
Eyes, they're red. I noticed she had red eyes. I thought, oh, is it just like very amber-colored eyes and they look red? But I thought she had red eyes.
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of, they were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift.
Huh. That's actually a pretty neat lore thing. Okay, yeah, no more questions.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue.
And sounds like a good point to pause for a break. Okay, so this is probably going to go spectacularly badly because although I'm okay at speech, I'm not brilliant at it because apparently I'm just also very unlucky. So anyway, we'll see. It might not rely on an actual speech check. I mean, during that previous conversation, they were leaning very heavily on the Terrormorph thing failed. The data is ultimately harmless, so I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Alright.
Here we go.
Here we go indeed.
Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
Yay. No problem. Whoa. A lot of places here. Alright, where are we going? Ah, this way. Alright. Not intimidating at all.
You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Hadrian made it clear that addressing this issue required the utmost urgency.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terrormorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
Okay. So what do we got? We're trying to figure out what we're facing. We can't make an informed decision without data. We need the archival data to find a way to stop the possible Terrormorph apocalypse. Let's not go that far. That's a little too much. Just here to talk about what happened. Hadrian, the one with the grand plans. Yeah, let's go with the first one. That's about it is a case of like we need this data so we can make more plans.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terrormorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic, and at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask, how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act? 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this Terrormorph seem at all alarming to you?
It was my first encounter with the Terrormorph, I'd say yes. It wiped out our colony, never saw it coming, I'd say that's alarming. And you know what I was told, tissue measure stamps one from Londinium. Yeah, should we bring up Londinium? Because that was tragic.
Just taking her word for it as well, then.
So it would seem.
Maybe
so
not.
Then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
If the fear of the data being Terrormorph program, if we reckon our Terrormorph program failed, the data is not dangerous. It specifically said to lean on that.
That? I hadn't thought of that, Captain.
No one had.
An excellent point indeed. The other powers would likely be much more inclined to work with us knowing that. Chief Diplomat.
That point is a good one.
Bingo.
Very well, you have my agreement. The galaxy is lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to...
Uh-oh. Oh dear.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terrormorphs.
My ship!
Terrormorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God. There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two,
That
you
includes
can't risk
me?
those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Okay, blimey. Right, so my guess is this would have happened anyway. Whoa, hi guys. Yeah, so hang on, let me just pause it for a sec. So, regardless of the outcome of the conversation, the Terrormorph attack happens, and that would be like, that would convince them that something needs to be done. I am glad that we had that pre-conversation because it said lean on the fact that this information is ultimately harmless, because it is. Well, I think it was ultimately harmless because yeah, someone is using these things. Like, I don't think there is any doubt in my mind someone is using these things to stage attacks. Someone... Yeah, my guess is, because of the clone thing, one of the clones survived and is on a mission of revenge right now. That is what I think this is going to end up being. I could be wrong, and I always like being surprised, but I get the feeling that's where it's going. Of course...
You! The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
The fuck is this?
That's it! Now hit him with everything we've got!
EM rifle, what the hell? Hang on, wrong button. Can we... Hang on. Am I supposed to be using like an EM rifle right now? Hang on, everything's happening too fast. Hang on, which one did I just pick up? Modified EM Equinox. Am I supposed to be using this?
Please! I can't stop!
Nope. Oh, okay, why is this lagging like fuck right now? Stop shooting him, let me shoot him. That worked. Woo! Okay, since when was this a thing? I mean, really? Also, EM rifles, apparently they knock people unconscious, who knew?
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting, I've seen this before. They were under the Terrormorphs' influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terrormorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire. And keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Okay. So, not just space deathclaws that have the ability to mind control people. Fantastic!
I'm not suggesting. It's documented behavior. The result of the projection, though, can vary wildly. Some folks just shrug it off. Others hallucinate. And some lose control altogether. They'll lash out at anyone around them. But still be aware while they're doing it. Those cases, you'll either need to knock them out with EM fire, or free them by killing the Terrormorph.
Okay. Does this mean I have to worry about you turning on me?
I honestly was just wondering the same thing. But no, you don't need to worry about me. I've had a Terrormorph try it on me before. I'm not susceptible. So we'll just have to make sure to watch out for each other down there.
Sounds like we need to hustle.
Let's do it.
That's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Okay, so use this bad boy on everything except the Terrormorph. I don't know why it was being so laggy then. That's weird. So much was happening very quickly. Yeah, we don't want to cause a giant massive panic, so let's set every alarm in the city off immediately. Sure, why not?
Time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move!
An evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
Hey, Terror! Hey, my backup! Just stand there.
We got it? Everyone alright? Everything's still kind of wibbly. Did we actually kill it, or was that just a projection? I don't know, I'm worried now. Oh good, my ship's still okay. That's nice.
Experts?
Yep, that's
We've got
me.
the remaining creatures locked down on the
Oh,
levee.
creatures?
Barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. Hold them as best we can.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have... a lot of ammo left for my really good gun. Apparently I've managed to use it all up, so... shit. Alright, what we got? Please stop talking.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
Okay.
You two have any experience with Terrormorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here, but we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
Sure you're not going to turn us up?
We're not afraid, but we'll stay here and hold the line if that's what you want. You're the experts.
See, I don't know if this is going to be a good idea to get their help or not. Yeah, watch my back. Come on, mate.
Roger that. We're on you. Anyone nosing around here's gotta have a death wish.
Okay, unfortunately, I don't have any ammo left for my really powerful gun. It is really weird. I have found so much ammo for every single other type of weapon except the one I'm using. And I don't know why it's so rare. It's the weirdest fucking thing. Trying to work out which one I want to use best. I mean, you're 12. You're not bad. Looks like there's 2. Alright, we circle around and do them one at a time. Might be a better idea. Oh, it's only a level 6er. Don't think I threw that far enough. Nope, I most definitely did not. Wow. Oh, what the? Do you mind? Would you stop that? Alright, see, it's doing good damage, it's not doing great damage. What else we got? I want maybe something... 14 laser rifle. That could be fun. Let's try that. Stop getting in my way, please. Hang on, wait for the sounds to catch. I don't know if this thing's got like a weak spot or something.
Please, please help me.
Reload your damn gun. Eat. Oh. Is this where they tunneled in from? Must be. Alright, what we got? Whoop. Am I encumbered? Didn't think I was. Hang on. Oh, I am. Why am I that encumbered? See, that only costs 0. What did I pick up that's made me so encumbered? I don't know. Oh, it would have been the modified Equinox. No, let's see, that's only 1.6. I didn't think it was that over encumbered. What the hell did I pick up? Space Smuggler's Adept Grendel. When the hell did I pick you up? I don't even know. Hang on, we need to get rid of something a minute. Anything in aid I can like eat to reduce my carry weight a little bit. No, because I made a point of not picking that stuff up. Okay. We need to get rid of something. Something that's probably very heavy. Why do I have a deep recon spacesuit? I don't remember picking that up. The Vanguard spacesuit, huh? I don't remember picking that up either. Okay. Do I want to keep any of these? Not particularly. See, I kind of like the physical look of this one, but it's also got like the worst damage reduction, which is not good. Huh, that's weird. So wait, what you're wearing also... So what you're wearing increases your... or decreases your mass? Really? No, except for this. Oh, because it's holstered. Yeah, weapons weigh 50% less. That's why it goes up. That's why I'm using that one. I had a feeling there was a reason I was using that one. I couldn't remember what the hell it was. Okay, let's just drop you. That'll put me down underweight at least. We did get a perk as well, actually. I don't know what's worth getting at this exact moment. Terrormorphs are apparently a decent source of experience points. Okay. Yeah, we haven't done any speech checks since then. I'm actually quite surprised at how few speech checks I've encountered. So we could get that, which would get me more ammo in containers, which I wouldn't say no to. Or I could get more carry capacity with a teensy-weensy little bit of running. I'm going to go for the... No, there was one other I was interested in, wasn't there? Oh, yeah, that's right. Like, med packs being more useful. I'm going to have to wait on that one. I want to get this one more ammo, please. Thank you. How do you find the extra aid items, track resources? So, I don't know if I'm going to take this any further than ranks 2. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But, oh, please stop it. Well, someone had that shipwrecked. Hope they were insured. Nope. Well, he died. Okay, that's really fucking weird. God damn it, reload your damn gun! Stop being distracted by stuff. Yeah, well. Reload your fucking gun!
There it is! Open fire! Fire, damn it!
this a new surprise? Let's see how quickly it can die.
All wrapped up. We should go tell the sergeant what happened.
Mm-hmm. Not the greatest thing in the world, I suppose. Oh wait, no, I'm actually over encumbered again. Ugh, too much stuff. Always too much stuff. So we're on New Atlantis, which means I can swing into my place, and I meant to do some selling a while back. I never got around to it because I was like, oh well, we'll swing by New Atlantis, and I'm sure it'll be fine. But it wasn't fine. Anything worth grabbing in here? It doesn't look like it. Nope. Well, they're dead.
Thank the heavens you're back in one piece. I guess our people weren't so lucky.
Sorry, I did try. Sacrifice wasn't in vain. The city is now safe.
The few protecting the many.
And it would have been plenty more if it hadn't been for the two of you.
Oh, we cheered up quickly.
The city owes you both a debt after this.
We were just in the right place at the right time. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terrormorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Hmm.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
Yeah, willing to bet the shops aren't open right now. I can't do any selling. Can't go anywhere else either. Not a surprise. It's funny how they primed us, hey, you gotta save civilians, but then there just weren't any during the fight. Ah, it's weird.
Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, there you are. I believe we have some things we should discuss.
You think?
Captain?
Come on.
Hadrian, it would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terrormorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thanks.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terrormorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
Why not send a diplomat?
The Cabinet wants progress, and wants it quickly. You're already far more familiar with the situation than any diplomat would be. There's also no diplomat alive that can claim they helped keep a cadre of Terrormorphs off the embassy doorsteps. The Cabinet was unanimous. They want you.
All right, well, if you're sure that's the wisest course of action.
In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us?
Yeah, I had a feeling that was coming.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
You've got the Cabinet's full backing to prevent more attacks. Understand?
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni. Start getting a plan together for that data.
Interesting. Okay. Fun. Neat. Deputy McIntyre. So we're probably going to have to go galaxy hopping, system hopping, in order to do this. Hang on. Are we not...
We didn't get where we are by sitting on our laurels. Our laurels, in fact, became uninhabitable a long time ago.
Yes.
Apparently we're talking to a guy all the way back here.
A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require.
Ooh. Sweet. I imagine these things are scattered all over. I'm going to have to really keep my eye open for them. Hello! You and me are about to become fast friends.
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the Cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terrormorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Repositories of all the banned info from the Colony War.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
Yes, what can you tell me about these codes? Could we forge them?
No. Each is a strip of several million random numbers generated on the fly based on biometric keys kept by each of the ambassadors on their person at all times. They're impossible to create without those keys, and those keys stay with the ambassadors. Meaning, we're accessing nothing if we can't get them on our side.
It was worth asking. I think they'd be clamoring to help after the spaceport attack.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with.
Fun.
Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
Let's start with Radcliffe.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Okay.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Interesting. Any things I should avoid doing?
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
Noted. Yeah, well, tell me about this member of staff.
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
Yeah. Now, hatred is good. Hatred I can use.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
Yes, I noticed.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Woo! Credits. Neat. Okay, yeah, what about the ambassador of House Varun?
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge.
When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here.
He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Yeah, what's wrong with House Varun?
Well, these days, they're primarily considered a security threat. House Varun Zealots, a fundamentalist outshoot of the group that stayed behind when the rest retreated into seclusion, want nothing more than to send everyone not dedicated to their cause to the great serpent in the sky. But that hasn't always been the case. After they ended the Serpent's Crusade about 70 years back, House Varun did take a real run at trying to normalize relations with the rest of the galaxy. It's why they have an embassy here in the first place, why they were included in the armistice negotiations. But then, without warning, they left, leaving behind, to our knowledge, just the ambassador and his duty under the armistice.
Sounds like it might be promising.
It does, but there's a concern. We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
Is it me or does she sound like she has two voice actors? That's really weird. Yeah, what do I do if he's dead?
Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin. If we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Interesting. So yeah, no one's actually been inside the embassy.
The embassy is still legally House Varun's sovereign territory, so we're not technically permitted inside. We've snuck in the occasional spy, of course, but the ambassador has proven more evasive than you'd expect for a man of his age. But we're quite sure he hasn't left the city. The man stands out.
Can't wait to see this guy then. Now, what kind of life signs did you detect? Because you said they weren't normal.
The Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador.
Oh no. Has he become a pod person? He's hoping we're not chasing a corpse.
It would at least be a speedier negotiation. But I, of course, hope the ambassador is alive and well. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there. Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there,
Noted.
Captain.
Interesting. Ooh, this is actually getting very fun. I like this. This is good. I will say, I'm actually enjoying this quest line. I may stick with this for a while. I kind of did wonder if we were going to be, you know, going to actual places out there in space. But no, we're going just to the embassy offices here in town. Okay, that's good. We don't have a lot of time left today. So I think I'll just run around and do some shopping. Hey. Come on.
Yes? You needed something?
Okay. I think first things first, we go to... I'm not going to remember where it is. Come on. Come on, I'm not that over the limit, am I? All right. Yeah. Come on, let's get this over with. All I gotta do is drop stuff off in my thing. Alright. Start with all the resources. How the hell do I always end up with so much? I really don't know. Like, I don't go out of my way to collect this stuff. It just sort of accumulates. Oh wait, that's bloody storage. God damn it. No. Nope. Hang on, there. I was taking stuff. I'm an idiot. I was gonna say, I thought there was an awful lot there. There. Resources stored. Okay. Do I need to hand those in anywhere? I don't know, maybe I do. I don't know yet. Good. Anything that's got more than one? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, what we got? Technician's calibrated Star Roamer's helmet. Ugh, don't like that. See, this stuff I can probably sell rather than... Ooh, more oxygen capacity. Ooh, actually, that one I should probably use. I know it's only a basic boost pack, but it's much better than the one I'm currently using. So that's good. I like that. Ooh, balance boost pack. What's the difference? I don't know. Oh, damn it, I stored it. If I did that, then the guns I'm using go up to 97. But I kind of like this one because it is better than the one I'm currently using in quite a few ways. Especially like physical damage. Like this one's got slightly more energy damage, but only by 5 points, so that's not a problem. The problem, aside from this one being heavier, is that this one has the weapon holster thing. I do like the way this one looks. It's just it's got such a weak physical defense thing. I think I'm going to store that one for now. Just maybe I can find a way to boost its physicality later. Okay, any of these weapons I want to store. I do still want to keep using the advanced solstice, but I don't know why I have so little ammo for this bloody thing. Alright, so we got my shotgun. I do want to keep that around. We've got my cutter, which I'm going to need. The Osmium dagger I'm currently using. So some of these we can probably sell. Assuming we can find a good place to sell two, of course. Is there a research terminal around here? Someone's bound to have one. I know there was one downstairs. The pharmaceutical lab. Nope. Cooking station. No research terminals up here by the looks. You'd think there would be. How much money have I got now, anyway? Hang on, let's have a look. Remember, I want to aim for 150,000. And come on, whenever you're ready. 130. Ooh, 136 specifically. That's a good number. That means we're getting close. Closer, at least. Technically, I could pay it off now, but it wouldn't leave me a lot of spare cash, and I wouldn't mind a little bit floating around in my pocket after I pay off my debt. All right. Well, looks like that's going to have to be it for today, but we are getting on all right, I'd say. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see where this goes. It'll be nice to have a little introduction to a couple of the other factions. Maybe even join their faction quest, or at least get a marker for it. That would be nice, I would say. I don't necessarily know. I mean, I'm assuming Freestar Collective has a quest line. I'd be surprised if House Varun doesn't have one as well. So that would definitely be, you know, two things worth looking into. I know I'm kind of leaving the main quest on the table for a bit, but I don't mind that. I don't believe anything is actually time sensitive in this game, or at least I certainly bloody hope not. So yeah, so when we get back, we'll do a bit of shopping real quick, and then we'll head to the embassies, because yeah, like the Freestar Collective one sounds like it's just going to be a basic, hey, listen to me for 5 seconds job. I'm very interested in the House Varun one. Like, what the hell is going on in there? I don't know. It should be good fun to have a look. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see ya. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.